Hey, welcome. Here's part two of my discussion, little talk about the deluxe pack for Thracia 776. Hey, Thracia 776, and all the random little contents in it. Now, coming back to this right here, the awesome Nintendo Power cartridge. Um, like I said, uh, it it's a flash RAM cartridge, and it was Japan only. There we go. And it came out for there's a version for the Super Nintendo and the version for the Game Boy. Now, there's also some like little stickers and stuff. Like here, there's a sticker on here to say, "Hey, this is for Fire Emblem Thracia 776." And there's also this nice little sticker here saying the same thing, Thracia. It's kind of hard to see, maybe. Sorry for that. But yeah, Thracia 776. Now, going into this a little bit, like I said before, the it had eight blocks, one for the menu, for game selection, and then seven others for downloads. So if you downloaded a different game, then you could you would get if you like had two or three games, you first come up to a menu and select the game you wish to play, and then it would load up for you. So basically, it's simply a ROM system. um, it also um, it also had 16 smaller blocks. It kind of shows it here on the actual manual itself, right here. And the 16 smaller blocks were for save files, so that you could save different games and whatnot. Um, the and the blocks were SRAM, wow, SRAM. And the limitations for this, or at least for the Super Nintendo one, I'm not too familiar with the Game Boy one, since this is the first time actually seeing anything like this, so I had to look up and kind of educate myself on the whole thing. But for the Super Nintendo, kind of hard there, yeah. For the Super Nintendo one, they well, for both of them, of course, they were not rewritable. Once you downloaded it, was it. But for the Super Nintendo one, it didn't. Super FSX chipped games could not work on it because this did not have the Super FX chip, and so you could not download games that used that, unfortunately. However, it's still rather cool. I mean, for the fact of downloading different games and the whole concept. Basically, what you'd have to do is buy one of these things and take it to a store that that had an MP copier, and then you would buy games there, and they would download it and everything, and then you would be given a booklet of it. I know I'm repeating some things, but I'd like to go over it a little bit more, simply because I felt a bit rushed trying to get it in at the end of time, which I apologize. But yes, the mm, but yes, and huh. But yeah, the Nintendo was totally for this, which is really interesting. That back in the day, that Nintendo was all good for ROMs and everything, even though it's still a bit not too thrilled with piracy issues for their games. Um, and actually, just like hooking it up and everything, it seriously it seems it's just only Thracia 776. It just starts up like any other regular game, and it just goes straight to it, and then you play it, no issues. Thank God, because that would suck. um, I will have to say that because I have it set up like this through the webcam and going straight to download, that I won't show gameplay video for this. I might make like another video. I know it's kind of a pain in the ass to do it that way, and I'm sorry about that, but that's what I'm thinking. I can show some gameplay videos sometime down the road. And also for the video, I would like to. I'd like to get this on YouTube sometime, simply because I don't think they have it. I really don't. I've kind of looked. I haven't really like looked like really hard, but I haven't really seen anything on it. So it'd be really nice to get this and to share it with people, because it's just I don't know. it's something I did not know about or ever like seen or heard about. It's really nice to like open those kind of doors that have been locked in time, kind of nonsense, kind of thing. It's the stupid way I think about it. But yeah, quick little review. Thracia 776 takes place in between chapters 5 and 6 of Seisen no Keifu, which is a fantastic game. Has a very similar, the battle system and everything is very similar to this game. Adds a few things: fog of war, capture system, rescue system, and also a fatigue bar. Many of the characters from Seisen no Keifu show up in Thracia 776 because they take place during the same time, of course. Um, However, like all the other Fire Emblem games, except for how to put this, um, like all the other Fire Emblem games, I guess is the best way I can put it. It's those two games takes place in its own world. However, it doesn't really like it's not really in junction with the other worlds, like with Marth's world or with Roy and all Hector and all those wrong two games. And everything in their world. They have their own world. And Ike and all of them, they're in their own little world and everything. So it's divided like that. Just to say, that's really about it. I have a little bit of time. I really don't have any. I don't have a game. Like I have it set. I have the system set up and everything, but I don't really have it like set to. I could put it in and everything, but you basically just get the intro. You know what? What the hell? We'll show a little bit of the intro real quick as I quickly put this together. And away we go. Woo. Turn on. There we go. Okay. And I will move you over here. Let's see how this does. It even has English, which is absolutely hysterical. But since it's kind of hard to read, I'll read it for you. As ages passed, 12 Crusaders became talk of legends. A great rebellion arose and spread throughout the land of Jugdrol. Wow, on the march through the Yid Desert, Kwan and Ethlin are suddenly attacked by the Thracian army and die far from their homeland. Though King Leinster fights valiantly, while grieving the loss of his sons, he too meets a bitter end betrayed by his allies, the Kennet army. God, but yeah, I guess it's not as bad English as I thought. Maybe I was imagining things. The entire army of Thracia seizes upon this chance and assaults Leinster's castle. Oh, as Leinster's army fights bravely in the face of merciless defeat, one young knight, Finn, escapes with Prince Leif, Leinster's infant grandson. As Leif gazes upon the castle cradled in Finn's arms, can he even begin to understand the terrible sight that meets his eyes? 13 years later. Actually, you can read that one. Well, that's really about it. Kind of out of time on that one. But, like I said, I'll try to make a gameplay video down the road and whatnot. So, I hope you enjoyed, and